Alright, in this video we're going to show you how to properly load the 30 caliber and the 22 caliber black powder cannons. This one is actually a 30 caliber. It's been used a few times, as you can see, little scars. It's got some battle scars. The 22 caliber and the 30 caliber black powder cannons will load identically the same. What you'll start out with is a 4mm Allen wrench, which takes the Allen screws out of the barrel carriage. So we want to loosen those, pull them completely out. And you want to get you a piece of 2mm fuse, which we sell. And you want to, very first, you want to put it in the fuse hole. Then what we're using in this video is PYRODEX RS. It's a muzzle loading propellant. And we're using a 2.2. We're using Lee loader scoops. 2.2 equals 27.1 grains, so roughly 27 grains of powder. I'll use a piece of paper to funnel it in there. The funnel's too big for the hole. Now we got it in there. We're going to take a 30 caliber ball, which we also sell. If it's snug, you take your ramrod, which comes with the cannons. This is a 30 caliber ramrod. It'll come with the 30 caliber cannon, and the 22 will come with the 22. Take it and get something heavy, a small hammer or something. I mean, you don't want to beat it to death, but something where you can pack it nice and tight in there. And the cannonball it's roughly back in here, so it's got a good amount of barrel to shoot. And then you want to mount it back onto the carriage, and then after you mount it onto the carriage, basically, or before you mount it on the carriage, you will want to get a block of wood. It comes with a screw. This is the 22, and you want to mount it on the block because these things really pack a punch, and they want to fly back. So you don't want to be standing behind it. That's very important because you don't want it to fly back and hit you in the face or anything. You want to get a good ways away from it when it fires, so you have not going to be in harm's way, because these things do pack a punch. Now it comes with this screw here in the package, and I found when you really pack them, we used this block on one of the tests before, and it ripped it out of the block and flew back, and that's where you've seen the little battle scar here on the front of the barrel. So we've remounted it, and then you can see it started lifting off of it. So what I did is I took a 3-inch screw, because we like to pack some powder in there, and we drove it in this heavy 4x4 block, and we hadn't had any problem yet, but we'll find out what happens. And so watch the video and you can see us firing this baby off. Overloaded. There we go. Hey, it's still on it. Super overloaded. Alright, here's our ballistics results on this little mini fridge. We're going to start with the 22. We got 3 shots. Shot number 1 didn't go through. It's pretty good heavy gauge steel, but it did a significant damage there. But this is shot number 1, which is 1.96 cc, which equals 23.4 grains of PYRODEX. Shot number 2 did significantly more damage. As you can see, it came almost penetrated the front. The second one was 2.5 cc's, which is 30.8 grains of PYRODEX RS propellant. Third shot is probably the best results that we could get from that 22 cannon, which is I'm pretty impressed with it. It had a really nice boom to it. All of them sounded really good. And again, remember that you can shoot these without any lead in them. If you just want to hear them, you can pack all the powder you want and pack some packing on them and go to town and have a blast. But this is actually shooting lead. So this one here, number 3, we can see it went all the way through the front side of the refrigerator, nothing in the back. That is 2.2 cc's. Now I know that's less than the second one, although the bullet, the lead ball, was able to go further back into the barrel. This did not allow the bullet, the lead ball, to go far enough back into the barrel. Thus, it couldn't gain the velocity of this one. So we know that perfect for this 22 caliber is 2.2 cc's, is 27.1 grains of PYRODEX, and that's perfect for this 22 caliber black powder cannon. And you can use black powder or PYRODEX, but I like PYRODEX because it's not near as dirty. All right, now the 30 caliber black powder cannon results. We start out with number 1. As we can see, all of them have went through. Number 1, it went all the way through, and we're going to show you on the back side on these, because they did make it through the back side. So we got number 1 is 2.5 cc's of PYRODEX, and that's 30.8 grains. Number 2, we also, as you can see, it went through, is 3.1 cc's, equals 38.2 grains of black powder. We move over here to number 3. Now this one here hit something inside, in the back side, a lot of insulation and some cross members and such, but it didn't come out through the other side. But I believe that this one right here was ideal. Would not exceed this load here, but we did, just to do some tests to see what the cannon barrel would take. We could not succeed in blowing the barrel up, but we're going to try that later. Although number 3, what we have is 4.3 cc's and 53 grains of PYRODEX. And number 4, we just kind of played around a little bit, and we loaded it with 5 cc's, which is 61.6 grains of PYRODEX, and I aimed it towards the compressor inside. As you can see, it dented it really well. I put it really close to it. Actually, I don't think we got the results from this as we did this one here, because it was same instance on the 22. The lead ball was not near far enough back into the barrel, as at the very end. Yet we really pushed the cannon barrel to its limits, and it survived. There's no stress cracks or anything like that. I was really surprised to see how hefty the little cannon was. Now moving around the back side for the 30 caliber. Now we only show this one here is a mystery. This was something earlier that we don't even know what it was, but we do know 1 and 2. This is the first shot, which was 2.5 cc's, 30.8 grains of PYRODEX, and it didn't quite come through. It broke it. And then number 2 was 3.1 cc's, which is 38.2 grains of black powder, and it did make it through. The other ones was hitting some kind of obstructions in here. Like I said, I think the sweet spot for the 30 caliber is 4.3 cc's, which equals 53 grains of black powder. All right, guys, we sure did have a blast shooting our mini cannons. We just had videos of a 30 caliber and 22, and we appreciate you guys watching it. Stay tuned. We have one more video to show you, which you'll really enjoy right after this little session. Real quick, I just want to recap. The best that we got out of the 22 mini cannon was with 27.1 grains, is 2.2 cc's. That was the best that we got out of it. The 30 caliber, the best that we could get out of it, I believe, was 5.0 cc's, 61.6 grains. That was a sweet spot. Now, of course, those are maximum loads. We don't recommend going beyond that. And also, we do not recommend using anything other than black powder or PYRODEX. Now, two things I want to run by you real quick about the 22 and the 30 caliber. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. The 30 caliber is going to shoot a little harder. It's got room for more powder. It's got a bigger piece of lead. And the 22 is going to use less powder and a smaller piece of lead. Now, the what I'm saying is why they have their advantages and disadvantages is the 22, you could use anything that you would use in a 22 caliber air rifle. So you can go there and you can try pellets in it, you can try BBs. I mean, there's so many different things that you could put in there versus the 30 caliber. 30 caliber, you're pretty much stuck with using these 30 caliber lead balls that we sell. And they're a little bit pricey, and of course powder, you're just going to take a lot more powder. So, you know, buy both. That way you don't have to choose between which one that you want. So now that we went over everything, black powder, PYRODEX only in these cannons. Otherwise, you might end up, now I had a really hard time trying to blow up the 30 caliber cannon. So we attempted to do that. We packed it and packed it and packed it as hard as we could pack it with PYRODEX. And we never succeeded in blowing up or stress cracking or anything the cannon barrel. So they are built very well. Although with 2 attempts of flash powder, we finally did this. And this is why we say don't use anything. Do not use anything in these cannons other than black powder or PYRODEX, or you could very seriously injure yourself. This was the results of using flash powder in the cannon, and it blew up. Of course, we knew that this was probably going to happen, so we took all the safety precautions. When you do shoot these, we still do suggest to wear safety glasses, and when you do it, leave plenty of fuse so you can get plenty far away from them, because they are dangerous regardless, because they're almost like small guns. Here's the carriage, the one that blew up. The carriage actually held up pretty well. A couple of little dents here and there, but it's still a good carriage, although the barrel did not do so good. We could not find the rest of the pieces, and basically that was just a little pipe bomb going off. So stay tuned, watch the video. You'll get to see the video of this cannon blowing up, which is pretty neat. So watch that. We appreciate you guys watching our videos. Share them, and go visit us at triggercannons.com.